healing on the Sabbath. In Matthew 12:9 it says, Now when he had departed, he went into their synagogue, and behold, there was a man who had a withered hand. And they asked him, saying, Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath? That they might accuse him. The only reason why they were asking him was not because they cared what he was doing. They didn't recognize that Jesus was there to do miracle signs and wonders. They were not concerned that Jesus was healing. They were concerned that he was breaking the rules and the regulations, since that's what the Pharisees only cared about, the rules and the regulations. And then they are asking him, isn't it lawful? Only because they wanted to harm him, only because they wanted to accuse him. And this is what Jesus replied. It says, Then he said to them, What man is there among you who has a sheep, and if the sheep falls into the pit on the Sabbath, will not lay hold of it to lift it out? And God knows, Jesus knows that, of course, they care about this sheep. And Jesus is saying, if the sheep were to get lost, wouldn't you go and save it on the Sabbath? How much more important is man than an animal? And it says, how much more value then is a man than a sheep? Therefore, is it lawful to do good? Jesus is confused. Why are they so mad at what Jesus is doing on the Sabbath? That he's eating on the Sabbath, that he's healing on the Sabbath. And then he says, are you mad because I'm doing good? Because I'm breaking your rules? Because I'm breaking your regulations? Because I'm breaking your mindset? Jesus is above rules and regulations. Jesus says, therefore, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath? Then he said to them, stretch out your hand. And he stretched it out, and it was restored as whole as the others. And then the Pharisees went out and plotted against him, how they might destroy him. So they were so focused on their rules and their regulations that they didn't even know what time it is. The time it was is that God, Jesus, and the flesh was present. But they were so concerned that they wanted things to be done their way that they didn't even recognize that God was there, that Jesus was there. And they overlooked it. And they were just thinking about how they can hurt him because he didn't fit in the box that they wanted to put him in. Amen.